Hey, awesome friends. It is good to be with you. It is April the 20th. I am so happy to be here on Read Through the Word. Not our key verse, but I want to read 2 Samuel 3:1. That was the beginning of a long war between those who were loyal to Saul and those who were loyal to David. As time passed, David became stronger and stronger, while Saul's dynasty became weaker and weaker. I want us to reflect on that thought of a long war. Your war may not be a physical war like we would think of as battles, like we going to war, sending our troops to war. But if we really look at some of the battles that we face, we could call them wars. Am I right? Yeah, right. You're agreeing with me, I know, on the other side of the screen. Because they're in war, in battle, there are casualties, and in our wars and our battles that we face in life, there are casualties. There are emotional casualties. There are physical casualties, maybe an actual death. It may be physical health, relational, emotional casualties, mental casualty. War has loss. It just does. And the longer war goes on, no matter what the war is, it takes its toll on us. 2 Samuel 3:1 says that time passed, David became stronger and stronger. Those loyal to him, his army, his following, those people that were behind him, that were backing him, that came stronger and stronger. But then we see this very interesting verse in 2 Samuel 23:15 that says, David remarked longingly to his men, "Oh, how I would love some of that good water from the well by the gate in Bethlehem." He's tired. He's tired. You think of how long this man has been running. How long this man has been hiding in strongholds and in the wilderness. You would think that once he was anointed king of Judah, that some of that would have stopped. That he would have gotten a reprieve, so to speak, that he could take a deep breath, but it just continued. And it was just a extension of the war that he had been in, only with different players. And you can only imagine how tired this man was. I've been in battles in my lifetime, in my 53 years. Some more extensive than the others. But I will tell you, there are days when in these battles, there's one place, truly one place. Actually, now there's two, because now that I have a home of where my family calls, we have our roots here. I love, love, love my home where I am. It's my sanctuary. But even when I'm here and I have been warring over whatever it might be, and I'm tired, I'll just be honest with you. There is a place, one place, that I would love to escape to. And those of you know me might be thinking, and especially after looking at that list, Ocean Isle Beach, with my chair and my water and my feet in the sand. Yes, that is one of my longings, when I just want to get in my car and head east from where I live. But that's not the place. When I was a young girl, I slept in a twin bed. And my mother had the most fabulous combination of detergent and softener. She's Pink Downy. And I don't even remember, I think it was all detergent was what she used. But whatever it was. She had a special way of doing our sheets. All the laundry smelled good, always. The sheets. She rinsed twice. Maybe that was the secret. I'm not sure. I'm never patient enough to rinse twice. Plus, I don't want to use the water, but she would rinse twice to make sure all the soap was out. And she would, that second rinse in, she would put a cup full of Pink Downy. And she would wash our sheets, all of our bed linens, like our pillowcases, our comforters, our blankets, everything would be in that. And that was my place. And that is my place. Like, I think if I could just go back to my twin bed and snuggle in it and pull those covers right up to my nose and take a sniff, everything would be fine. Simpler times, that's what David wanted. He remembered, like I remember my sheets, he remembered the beauty of the Bethlehem pastures, possibly remembered how he and the Lord spent time together talking. And he learned to trust God. And it was before things got complicated and he went to work for Saul. Even though he was rejected from his family, not invited to that initial sacrifice with Samuel, he remembered that as a great place and how cool the water was and possibly how fresh it was. And if he could just have a sip of it, just a sip, everything would be okay. That word longing is aw-vaw in Hebrew, and it means desire or crave. So I want you to just think maybe about what is your war? What battle are you facing? And what is it that would make it so great? You know, could I just have peace? Could I just have healing? Could I just have financial redemption? A good night's sleep? A beach chair and the smell of the ocean? Pink Downy on peach-colored sheets? And hold that thought for a minute. And then answer this question. Would you be willing then to pour that out as an offering to God? I would love to say, oh yes, I would. I would love to say that. I don't know that I would. But we can tell how close David was to God. First off, how much his men valued him and loved him and risked their lives to go get that water. He didn't ask them that. He didn't command them to do that. They did it on their own. But he poured that water out. the very thing he desired most, that he knew would just make everything so much better for him, he poured it out as a sacrifice to the Lord and continued in his battle without the desire that he wanted. I don't really know how to close this lesson up other than just, it's a lot to think about. And do I love God that much? That if I could get my hands on the very thing that I desire and crave the most right now, that would bring me exactly what I needed, what I thought I needed, would I sacrifice that to God? We'll see you next time on Read Through the Word.